You heard it right. Tesla referral credits is coming to an end. So the entire referral benefits is actually ending for all markets this time round. So what does that essentially mean? So in case you guys haven't seen, it's all over X, and I will actually put a screenshot of the message up here right now. So check your messages. It was announced basically last week to say that referral benefits are coming to an end. So the message, as it says, refer your friends to receive referral benefits on orders placed by 30th of April 2024. Benefits will be applied once they take delivery. So what that means is you've got between now and the next 4 or 5 days to refer as many people as you can whilst the referral program is still in place. Then when it comes time for them to pick up their car, or when it's on delivery day, you guys will still get your points. So then from that point, you can essentially redeem for a variety of stuff, which we'll go through in a moment. And yeah, so the referral program, for the ones that aren't too familiar, it actually started in 2015. It did actually disappear for a short period of time, I think in 2019 or thereabouts. And then they reintroduced it a couple of years later from memory. Whereby it is the same program that it has been. And so the points that you get has changed throughout the years, but now it looks like it's coming to an end for all markets. Now, is it a bad thing? Look, for the consumers that are buying their cars and for the ones that are referring, yes, it technically is. However, Elon has already tweeted, replied to say, what was it? So note, just new credits will not be earned until we launch a future referral program, which is a few months away. So even though the referral benefits are ending now, there is a new program that's coming, which is going to be a few months away. So the purpose of the video that I'm doing today is essentially to show you guys, for the ones with referral credits expiring soon, what you guys can essentially redeem in store today. And we can talk about anything that you guys have experienced or you've bought there or purchased there through, or redeemed through there, sorry, that's been good or worthwhile getting, versus things that potentially aren't. So let's jump over through to my Google Sheets. Now I'll talk you through this Google Sheets, and I will also include a link to this document in the description below, so you guys can have a look. You can do your filters, you can do whatever else you want. So this is based off the Australian app and what you can redeem. I've looked at it over the past couple of days, and this is essentially everything that I could see. So I've made it very easy for you guys to compare and to look at in terms of categories. So basically everything on the left hand side, or in column A, is all the items, followed by the retail price if you were to pay cash with your own money on the official website. Credits is essentially how many credits you need to redeem the item. And then the credits per dollar and cents per credit is just basically breaking it down so you guys can work out what's bang for buck, what's more expensive versus something that you'd want to pay. So basically all of it is here, and let's go through just a couple of them to give you guys an example of how to look at this spreadsheet. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's a couple of car accessories there, some stuff on clothing, charging, sunshade software, and other merch. Basically the way that I've set up the filter at the moment is credits per dollar and cents per credit. And so credits per dollar essentially represents how many credits do you need to use in order for your money to be worth $1 for that item. So the lower the number, the better, because it means that you're not using as many credits for each dollar. The higher it is, essentially means you're using a lot more credits per dollar, so it's not as worth it. Now, obviously, if everything below that's technically cheaper isn't something you'd want, it kind of doesn't really matter. And then cents per credit is essentially the opposite. If you were to use your money, how much money do you need to spend per credit? And so essentially they are total opposites of each other. The lower the credit per dollar should be the highest in cents per credit. And so what this essentially means is the Model 3 and Model Y center console trays, in terms of bang for buck, that is the #1 item you can get in the Tesla store in Australia today. 9.17 credits per dollar. If you were to pay for it, it's going to be $60, or you're going to redeem it 550 credits. So that's #1. You'll then also see, now I won't go through this in absolute heavy detail, but you can see based on the colors or the categories, you've got a couple of sunshades that you can get. And the sunshades are all different prices, as you can see, for rear, glass roof, front sunshade, rear lift tailgate and so forth. And of course they get more expensive in terms of the redemption as you go down. You've also got some other accessories, as you can see, besides the console trays, like the pet liners, the USBs, cards, the key card, sorry, and Gemini wheel caps. You've got some software stuff like 1 year premium connectivity and 3 months enhanced autopilot. Now, 1 year premium connectivity, we could work it out because in Australia it's $9.99 a month. 3 months enhanced autopilot, I couldn't put a dollar figure to that because in Australia we actually don't have any subscription for enhanced autopilot, and I know overseas it's really just for FSD, but you really couldn't put a price to it because we only sell it outright for $5,000 something. So it's not something that I could compare. And same thing with supercharging miles for 1,500 kilometers and 7,500. It really depends on your charging situation at home in order to put a dollar figure for that. So for some people where, you know, you live in a house, you've got free charging, that kind of is a bit different. You'd only use that for road trips, and so it's hard to kind of put a specific dollar amount for what that's worth. So jumping further up, the other two items in relation to charging, you've got your mobile connector and your Gen 3 wall connector. Now I have heard, and I don't know the specific number, so if you guys do know the number, let me know, but I have heard or I've read on some of the Facebook groups that some people have purchased either 2 or 3, or they've redeemed 2 or 3 Gen 3 wall connectors, and the wall connectors has disappeared from the redemption within their account. So I think there's a limit to how many you can actually redeem, because some people actually do try to sell it in the second-hand market for a little bit more money. And then the other thing I want to talk about is the decanter. The decanter looks awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll put a picture up over here. Now, the issue with the decanter is in the Australian market, and I'll put a photo here as well, you, for whatever reason it is, you can't seem to redeem it. It shows that it's 3,000 credits, but there is nowhere where you can click redeem and that's the item you want, or there's nothing to, I guess, check out or to purchase. If you go online and you do a Google search for decanter, the closest neighbor or the closest country I could find that does sell it with a dollar figure, even though it's out of stock, is New Zealand. So New Zealand, $240. So I've kind of just based off that $240 to work out the credits per dollar and the cents per credit. And if that was something that we could get today, I absolutely would get that because it looks awesome. Not that I drink, but that looks awesome. So yeah, that essentially covers most of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. I guess the one thing that I just want to bring to your attention is this seems to be a very, very limited list for what's available in the Tesla store today. If you do jump on the website, you can see there is so many more items that you could actually buy with your own money. So from a redemption perspective, it is a very, very limited list. So if you guys do have any credits that are expiring sometime soon, feel free to use this list. That's the conversion. Bang for buck, as we said. Number 2, which is, or row 2, which is the Model 3 and Y center console trays, followed by the rear sunshade and then the mobile connector. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys have redeemed something from the store before, even if it's something that's not here, let me know what you guys have ordered, because potentially I could leave some of my points to hold out to see what else there is. My credits will expire next year, I think in February, so I've still got some time to kind of think of what I want. But if you've got something cool from there, let me know in the comments below. Would love to see what you've got, and if there's something that you guys bought or redeemed and you weren't too happy about that, let me know too, because I think it'd be great to share some of that feedback for others. But never fear, Elon has already said that there is a new referral program coming. It's still months away, but for the time being, if it's something you want to redeem, use this, as I've put some effort into this to ensure that you guys will get bang for buck for whatever it is you redeem. Other than that, if you've got any questions, drop it in the comments, in the comment box below. Hope you guys are well, and we'll see you soon in the next video.